Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Ahmad Raja. I will be presenting video for my movie review for the movie Gettysburg 1993. Welcome. Today we are talking a cinematic giant, Ronald Maxwell's epic Gettysburg. About 4 hours of runtime this film is often called challenging, maybe even boring. Imagine calling it boring. But I'm here to tell you that as colossal length, it's not a problem. It's actually extremely important. Why this movie is the definitive screen to portray the American Civil War? Well, matter is simple. Gettysburg is an unparalleled achievement because it sacrificed dramatic romanticization for uncompromising historical accuracy and authenticity, making it a 4 hours of unnecessary deep dive into military strategy and the soul of the war. Let's start with what makes this movie unique. The scale and the setting. This wasn't filmed on backlot, it was filmed on the actual battle at Gettysburg National Park. And they didn't use computer graphics. Oh no. They used real actors. 10,000 real Civil War reenactors. This commitment means that every uniform, marching maneuvers, and every cannon position is meticulously correct. When you see massive lines of men forming up, you are not watching actors against a green screen. You are watching history being recreated by people who love and are dedicated to the past. This sense of realism and authenticity is why the film is so heavily, so profound. You feel the weight of the 19th century warfare in a way that modern spectacles simply cannot just capture through CGI. The true drama of this movie is a romantic subplot. It's a classic strategic philosophy is happening in the opposite tent. The film gives equal time to both sides, showing their logic and their hubris. On the Confederate side, you have tension between General Robert E. Lee, played by Martin Sheen, who's such a great Robert E. Lee in my opinion, who is confident to the point of tragedy, and his chief lieutenant, old warhorse General James Longstreet, played by Tom Berenger. Longstreet ever the pragmatist, see the folly of frontal assault and beg General Lee to fight defensively. This is the core of the narrative, man versus man. The movie elevates the debate, showing battle wasn't just rifle versus rifle, but a clash of military doctrines and honor. The film explores the idea that this was the definitive test of manhood for the nation, with honor and sacrifice demands from everyone. Every epic needs an anchor, and in Gettysburg, that belongs to Jeb Daniels as Colonel Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain. After 20th Maine, Daniels delivered a brilliant, understated performance that grounds the entire film in humanity. Chamberlain in history is an academic college professor, an abolitionist. A college professor suddenly thrust into command. He embodies the Union fight not for conquest but for principles. His greatest scenes are to interesting mutineers to save the honor, or standing with his brother, knowing they might not survive the day. His struggle is internal. He's wrestling a decision to take a life, even as he knows he must fight to preserve the Union. He provides emotional weight and makes the strategic maneuvering matter. The film builds slowly and inevitably, so it's two unforgettable climaxes. The first heroic desperation and a little round top with his men running up ammunition. Chamberlain makes the unthinkable call. The right will bear that charge. What a beauty. It is a moment of It's inspiring. A moment of chaotic leadership that saves the Union left flank, possibly even winning the war for the Union. The second final argument tragedy is on the Confederate side. I'm sure you all heard it is Pickett's charge. The film captures the terrifying beauty of this event. Long silent march of men across open fields, knowing they are heading towards an inescapable slaughter, is heartbreaking, and the sheer scare of the doomed Confederate effort is unforgettable. Before the charge, but even General Longstreet can't bring himself to give the order. He just simply nodded to General Pickett. So, on my conclusion, is this a perfect film? Oh, no, absolutely not. The pacing can drag, and some dialogue is too flowery, lifted straight from a historical novel, because it's kind of based on Killer Angels, just a book about the American Civil War. But these flaws are minor when weighed against monumental accomplishments. These flaws are minor when weighed against the accomplishments of the film. The film successfully fulfills its purpose to show the complexities, the sacrifices, and the strategy of the battles of Gettysburg. If you appreciate history, especially anyone to understand the Civil War, or if you simply want to witness a breathtaking cinematic commitment to authenticity and accuracy, Gettysburg is not just a recommendation. It is a go watch this right now epic. Just come back and let me know. What? Who's the ones impressed you the most? Daniel Beringer or Sheen? Thanks for watching. And in my opinion, I think Robert E. Lee might have the best actor in this movie. Actually, no, I changed my mind. Maybe Chamberlain. Thank you for watching.